Celebrity interior designer Nate Burkus is known for revamping the homes of the rich and famous. But now he's taking on a different design challenge. He's teamed up with Novartis Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness about a growing concern for seniors. Age-related macular degeneration, or wet AMD, is the leading cause of blindness worldwide in people over the age of 65. Karen recently spoke with Burkus on how simple design changes can help people with this condition live independently.
Well, Nate Burkus, thank you for joining us here in Denver. It's a pleasure to have you. Now, we're talking about this condition called wet AMD. Can you just describe what it is and how you can help people live better with this condition?
Sure. So I've teamed up with Novartis on a campaign called My Home in Sight to help people who are living with wet AMD, which is wet age-related macular degeneration. And it's the most severe of macular degeneration, and it's also the most common worldwide, leading cause of blindness worldwide. So Novartis has asked me to take the information that I've been collecting and learning by experience and research in design and apply it to people with changing vision.
And so why are you getting involved with this? Why is it so important to you? And can you give us some design tips on, how you can help people with this condition?
As a teenager, my grandmother had changing vision, and I remember standing in her condo and, she had difficulties, navigating the space, obviously driving, but living independently and safely in her home. She was misplacing things, and couldn't find things, so she was late to appointments, and I didn't have any of this information. So when I teamed up with Novartis to take all of this sort of classic, tried and true design ideas and thought about applying them to people with changing vision like my grandmother had, I came up with a bunch of different things that are really effective. One is using color and contrast. It's really important. You can't have everything the same color for someone with changing vision. So on a neutral sofa, do some dark solid pillows, a dark throw, add a pair of dark chairs or a single dark chair. It's much easier to see that from across the room, and then sort of how to navigate the space. Lighting is huge for everybody, but if you've got changing vision, you really want to have a light for every seat in the room. So here you can see I've done 2 floor lamps flanking the sofa. Added bonus design-wise, you get symmetry, which is very calming to the eye, but every spot in the room where someone would sit should have a lamp, a floor lamp or a table lamp next to it. And organization. I'm a Virgo. I can't stand a messy anything, but for someone with changing vision, what you want is the interior of the drawers to feel like this. Things need to be organized like item with like. If you need to, put a new battery in your remote and you've got changing vision, you can't be digging through some grocery bag shoved in the bottom of your closet. Everything has to have a place. It has to consistently go back to that place. It saves you time, saves you confusion, and it just helps you live a little bit better.
Really great tips. I feel I need those tips just in my own life. But for somebody,
we all do.
I know, exactly. I mean, they're great tips. But for somebody with wet AMD, you mentioned your grandmother. When you implement these design tips, what kind of change can it make to their life?
It makes it easier to maintain your independence, and it makes the home safer, and it also does so without sacrificing style. Just because your vision is changing doesn't mean that you can't live in a pretty room. And so that's kind of the point of the kit that we've assembled. We've got before and after videos, what a normal room looks like, what a room that's designed to help someone with changing vision, what the after can look like, and all of the ideas in between and how to get there easily. And all you have to do is go on myhomeinsightkit.com, sign up, and you'll have that.
Can you just reiterate it for our viewers? Where can people go to find more information?
Yeah, no, my pleasure. It's myhomeinsightkit.com, and just go and sign up, and you'll have the kit.
All right, Nate, thank you so much for joining us. Great tips.
My pleasure.
For more information on Nate Burkus's design tips for people with wet AMD and the My Home in Sight program, visit myhomeinsightkit.com. People who register on the site will receive a free My Home in Sight kit, including a companion audio guide and emails with design tips from Nate Burkus.